What do people even do for these? 1 year channel anniversary.
Thank you. Come in.
How many though? I'm not doing that. Video game therapy is 1 year old today. That's 365 days of me relentlessly checking my phone to see if my sub count has gone up, and it has. At the time of filming this, we are on 448 subs. Like, fuck me. That might not seem like much compared to the big channels that are on YouTube, but to me, it means the world, and I'm just so thankful for the people that come here and watch my shit. I can't thank you enough. Those of you that support the channel, you know who you are. So I mean, what do we even do for a video like this? What do we even do for 1 year? I don't know. I guess I want to start by just talking about the channel and a little bit about YouTube in general, I guess. I love video games. I love talking. I am extremely opinionated. Truth is, I wanted to start video game therapy years ago. Like, as early as 2016, I was having like ideas bouncing around in my head about video game related content that I wanted to create. But the thing is, at the time, I was just starting my teacher training. Yes, in the real world, I'm a teacher. This guy teaches people things. Anyway, I didn't have the money to be able to buy the equipment that I wanted, and I certainly didn't have the time. I was having to work a lot of evenings to be able to pay my rent, but nonetheless the seed was there, you know. So it was more just a case of like, when was I going to start the channel? But it was a busy couple of years doing my teacher training, and then I got married in 2019 as well. So after all that, like at the back end of 2019, before the world went to shit, I actually did start messing around with some video ideas, like filming some stuff. My artifact surveyor has told me that this is a 1998 Sonic the Hedgehog Burger King toy. It wasn't very good. But you know what? Everybody has to start somewhere, and thankfully I never uploaded that shit until I felt more comfortable with the stuff I was creating. One of the biggest things that prevented me from starting YouTube sooner was obviously because of the time that I had. It was just the amount of things that you have to do, or that I felt like I needed to do, that I didn't realize that I needed to do. Like, I had to make a logo, I had to create the channel, I had to figure out how to edit the videos. I had no idea how to promote my videos, where to promote my videos, and I know a lot of people will say that you really don't need to do that stuff to start YouTube. You can just start upload anything. But I don't know, for me it's like I had a vision of what I wanted the channel to be, and I wasn't going to be happy putting stuff out there until I had those things in place, at least to kind of like a base level, you know. I'm not saying that my videos are perfect or anything like that. Like I said, I'm still learning, I'm still like developing my style of video, but you know, it makes it all the more rewarding that you guys still come here and check out my stuff, so thanks. Anyway, April 10th 2020, 1 year ago, was when I finally felt like I had everything in place and I was ready to upload my first video, and that's when I did it. Welcome to my new channel. This is yet another gaming YouTube channel. Again, it wasn't great, but here we are, 365 days later, 52 videos later, 448 subs later. Best fucking decision I ever made. Anyway, on the off chance that I couldn't figure out what I should do for this video, I posted out a Google form on all my socials where you guys were able to ask me questions, kind of like my first Q&A. Well, not kind of like actually like. So here we are. I couldn't think of anything else, so that's what we're gonna fucking roll with. So I haven't looked through these questions yet. I can see there's almost 100 of them, so we're probably not going to answer every single one. I guess I was hoping for some questions related to the channel and YouTube, and then hopefully some questions relating to video games as well. So I guess let's just fucking dive in and see what we've got. Well, this is going well. Why is the Discord named after VGT when Cats and Crisps is clearly the breadwinner of the server? Well, this seems like a good time to promote the Discord. Jump in if you want to get involved in the video game therapy community. The link is in the description. Just for general video game nonsense and chatter, updates on my YouTube and Twitch streams, and updates on my wife, Cats and Crisps Twitch streams, who is a much better streamer than I am and much easier to look at. Okay, so we have an actual question. What is your most proud video game achievement? Okay, so this one is easy. Most of you who know me personally will know that I am a very, very average gamer. In fact, while we're on the topic, let me just bring this shit up. It's fucking bullshit that people think that in order to be an expert at video games, you have to be elite at playing them. No, see this guy. This guy knows more about football than anybody I have ever known. But does he look like he's going to go out and bag himself 20 goals in a season? No, he fucking doesn't. So for all those average gamers out there, I'm here for you. I understand you. I am you. That being said, my proudest video game achievement was finishing Sekiro. It's brutally difficult, like way harder than what I'm usually capable of getting through. So it was a big deal for me finishing that game. These candles, man. Which video did you have the most fun making? It's got to be my VGT Awards video that I did, my Game of the Year Awards at the end of last year. For a number of reasons, really. Firstly, just the prep for it was kind of in some ways like a year-round thing. Because in order to make that video, I had to have played a lot of games throughout the year. Especially towards the back end of the year, once I decided that I was actually going to make the video, and I was like, I've not played enough games, like I need to find games to fill the slots in these categories. Then there was just the generosity of people that helped me achieve my vision for the video. Like I had Sky for Exile use his monster of a voice box to do the voiceovers for the announcements.
Most underrated game of 2020.
I had Rat King on SoundCloud that made the music that I've used on a ton of videos and used it a lot on that video. And my friend Tom Harrison basically engineered the full thing in a TV studio. And, you know, it was just one of those things that just came together really nicely. Definitely very proud of that one. What is your most prized new game memory moment? What? I'm going to take a stab at this one and assume you mean what is my most prized recent gaming memory. Right? I don't know why I'm asking. It's not like you can answer. That is a tough question though. Like, how new is new? Stop asking questions to no one. Okay, well, let's go really new then. So my prize gaming memory, recent memory moment, was playing through Astro's Playroom on the PlayStation 5. It's the tech demo for the PS5 DualSense that comes built on the PlayStation 5, and with it being a tech demo, I didn't really have many high hopes for the game. Not that I thought it was going to be bad, but just that I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. But it just turned out to be this absolutely magical, fucking awesome game with so many brilliant callbacks to the history of PlayStation, especially for someone like me who's 31 years old and has been on Sony's journey right from the PlayStation 1. I haven't got enough good things to say about that game, but it's not like I can sit here and recommend it to people and be like, oh, just go out and buy it and play it yourself, because obviously you have to buy a PlayStation 5 console, which is notoriously hard to get, and £500. So it's technically a free game, but it's also technically the most expensive experience that you can buy right now. So, you know, if you do have it and you've ignored it because you think it's just a tech demo, think again and play it. What's it like being the second best gamer in your household? Fuck's sake. Have you ever thought about doing a second channel with a different style? Guys, welcome back to my beauty channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my morning beauty routine, everything that I do before I leave the house. Welcome back to Video Game Mukbangs. Hi guys, welcome to my cooking channel. Today we're going to be cooking spicy Italian pasta. So here's the ingredients that you need, and I think you just put it in a mug with some boiling water. Alright guys, welcome to my vlog channel. Today we're going to be pretty much just sitting there playing video games. Not really, no. I mean, we're only 1 year into this channel, and I think it's still got a long way to go to be where I one day hope that this channel can be. And realistically, I also don't have time to do another channel, not right now anyway, so it's not in my plans. I do, however, hope to be able to expand the types of video that I can do on the channel once the world reopens and I can sort of get out there. Will you be doing more celebrity call-outs? This was golden with the FIFA one. Naz, a little birdie tells me that you see yourself a bit of a boss man on FIFA.
Average joke, man. The audacity of you to call me out on my home turf, FIFA 21.
Yeah, I mean, I plan to, but the thing is about calling out celebrities is that, like, most of the time they don't even read your message, and if they do, they don't respond. But 100% I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna be looking to do more of that in the future. And if you want to check that video out where I challenged Naz from Love Island to a game of FIFA and got absolutely spanked, then head over to the Celebrity Esports YouTube where I do some content for those guys as well, and the link is in the description, so you can go check that out. Do you have any tips for other people looking to start a YouTube? Why, yes, I do, but it might not be what you want to hear. You know, I see a lot of great YouTubers who started on YouTube many years ago get asked this question, and 9 times out of 10 their answer is, you know, just don't overthink things, don't worry about the quality of your videos, don't worry about your edits, don't worry about spending too much money on equipment, just film something and get it out, get it on your YouTube. I mean, this is going to sound really out of turn for someone who's 1 year into YouTube with less than 500 subs, and obviously the creators I'm referencing are very successful on YouTube, but I just don't think that that's the right advice to give anymore. It almost certainly was back when they started YouTube, because that's how they started YouTube, and look at where they are now, right? But if you are entering YouTube in 2021, then what you are entering is entirely different to what they entered 10 years ago, entirely different to what someone who started YouTube 5 years ago, even entirely different from those people that started YouTube channels just 2 years ago, just before the pandemic hit. YouTube is fucking huge now. It's completely and immensely saturated. And if you want your channel to be successful in today's YouTube economy, then I think you do have to think about your edits. You do have to think about the quality of your footage. You do have to think about the quality of your videos. It's because you need to try and set yourself apart from the people that are creating similar content around you. Like, give the viewers a reason to choose you over the thousands and thousands of other channels that are out there doing a similar thing. And you know, that's coming from me, someone who still hasn't cracked the code, someone who is still trying to figure all that out. But that brings me on to my second and most important piece of advice, and that is that if to be successful on YouTube is your only goal when starting a channel, then just don't fucking do it. Don't bother. I mean, it's fine to want to be successful on YouTube and that to be one of your goals, but ultimately, if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't love creating content, creating videos, talking about the subject that you're talking about, then ultimately you are going to burn yourself out on YouTube, because it is a fucking commitment, let me tell you that. You need to be willing to put hours and hours of your life into it and to still be able to enjoy it. And that's the question that you need to ask yourself before the first video hits your YouTube channel, before you upload anything, because once that first upload hits your channel, you're in. That's it. You're going to be like consumed by it. So yeah, essentially what I'm saying is do the channel for you first and for success second. What's your favorite co-op in-person memory? You know, it's fucking weird. I haven't actually played that many couch co-ops in person. My fondest memories of playing with mates have been like competitive multiplayers or pass the pad scenarios where we would be playing through a single player game, taking it in turns. And I have 1,000 fond memories of Mario Kart split screen, but again, it's not a co-op game. I think the most fun that I've had on a couch co-op game was playing through Overcooked 2 recently with my wife, Cats and Crisps. I'm being flattened, great. I'm dead.
So I'm doing everything.
Well, let me just get some fish over and then I'll come over and help you. That fish just got run over. That's good. I just got run over. That's great. Please don't get... No!
Joe, no! What are you doing?
Well, I couldn't... I mean...
Are you not capable of looking
No!
at the orders? Or what?
I'm not capable of looking at the orders because I'm doing everything else. I need a cucumber, I need a fish, I need a blue fish, I need a green fish.
I'm doing everything!
What's that? It's just fucking carnage. Video of that coming soon on the YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. Any regrets about starting? Would you do anything different if you could start again? So I think there's only one regret, and that's that I didn't start the channel sooner. And I couldn't for many reasons that, you know, that I talked about at the beginning of the video. Or it was hard for me, but if I'd have known that I was going to enjoy it and be as dedicated to it as I am now, then I would have been as dedicated to figuring out how to edit back then, saving up and getting the equipment and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's my only regret, not starting it sooner. Lara Croft, Nina Williams, Tifa Lockhart, snog, marry, chuck off a cliff. Okay, excellent question. For starters, I'm going to chuck Nina off a cliff. She's obviously smoking hot, but she's not even the hottest character on Tekken. And outside of Tekken, I can think of many, many other video game characters that I personally find way hotter than Nina Williams. I think she just intimidates me too much. Like, the idea of being intimate with Nina, that's scary. It's too much pressure to bring the evening to a satisfactory conclusion. And Nina Williams is not the kind of person that you want frustrated. So Nina's going off the cliff. I'm going to snog Lara Croft, especially modern Lara, because she's just beautiful, but she's always covered in dirt. And that's too much dirt to be bringing into the marital home. I don't know if you ever tried to get dirt out of a carpet. It's a nightmare. Obviously, I would marry Tifa Lockhart because, well, just look at her.
Hey, can you hear me?
Tifa?
Yes?
What is your Fablert video game magazine and why? I mean, I don't have one, to be honest. Do people still read magazines? Back in the day, I used to buy them all the time as a kid. I can't even remember which one it was now. There was one that I was very, very fond of. But I haven't bought a magazine in probably 15 years now. All the stuff I could read in them, I could watch on YouTube, and quicker than it takes for them to turn around a magazine. So I guess my favourite video game magazine is YouTube. What's been your favourite video to make so far, and any regrets since starting the channel? Kind regards, Kev. Kev, my man, both of those questions have been answered. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you are doing wonderful, my dude, and I hope we can catch up soon. What video are you most proud of? I think that would have to be my PS1 versus N64 video. I was just generally really proud of that one. I thought it had a lot of good information in it, but it was also still entertaining and quite funny to watch. I don't know, I just enjoyed it. I'm allowed to enjoy my own shit, okay? Then the thing about this one was, when I put it out, it did good as well, so it was kind of like vindicating. People are still watching it now. I still get comments on that video to this day, and the view count's still growing on it. So, you know, I liked it, and people who watch it tend to like it. PS1 v N64. Check it out. What game do you mourn that you lent out to never get back? Klonoa 2. It's not that I actually lent the game out, to be fair. It's that I left it in their PS2, and it was one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll pick it up next time we hang out, or the next time I come for yours to tea, because this was like back in high school, and then we left high school, and we never saw each other again, and I never got Klonoa 2 back. But also, they never got their Point Blank back. How many PS2 games can you hold in one hand? Let's find out. Stuntman. Great game. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. meh. Alien Hominid, lot of fun. Wrath of Cortex, criminally underrated. Area 51, another criminally underrated PS2 game. The Getaway, FIFA 2001 with Paul Scholes on the front. Got much more room. We're doing okay so far. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. The Simpsons Skateboarding. Ah, it's getting tight now. Max Payne. I think we're about there. Time Crisis 2. Eternal Ring. I've not played it yet. Got that recently. Metal Gear Solid 3. I've got about 5 copies of this. Oh, come on. That's beginning to hurt. Killzone. Do you think it's important for video games to reflect good values, aka Grand Theft Auto is often touted as reflecting the bad bits of society with the misogyny of strip clubs and the ability to actually play that as part of the game? Or are video games sort of like a movie in that they are just reflective of different aspects of life and past and present society? I think for the most part it's the latter. Video games are essentially playable movies, and they will always have aspects that represent the ugly side of humanity. Ultimately though, that's what age ratings are for, and I do think that the onus lies with the parents and guardians to be responsible and be aware of the content that their children are ingesting. It's just like all forms of art and media and entertainment. You wouldn't want your 11-year-old to be reading a graphic novel or to be watching a gory movie, in the same way that it's not appropriate for them to be playing games that allow you to take charge of inappropriate situations. What's the worst console of all time that you've owned? The Sega Saturn. It's just not got a very good back catalogue outside of Sonic CD and Virtua Cop. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, YouTube-wise, full-time? I mean, I'm trying not to think too far ahead with it. I don't really have any plans for this to be my whole career, but, you know, at the same time, if it did happen, that would be really, really fucking nice. But yeah, I'm just rolling with the punches, seeing what happens, and just enjoying doing it. Solid Snake, John Marsden, or Trevor from GTA. Snog, marry, avoid. Another. Okay, definitely avoid Trevor. I mean, the guy just looks like he smells really bad. Solid Snake's got a genetically modified virus that's going to kill him in his 30s and makes him look like an 80-year-old man. Not exactly marriage material, but I'd still snog him. John Marsden's definitely a good shout for marriage. I mean, if nothing else, it was clear that family was very important to him, enough that he was willing to die for them. So yeah, John Marsden, I'd marry you. Okay, quick fire round, because I'm running out of candles. Who's your favourite video game villain and why? It's Badeline, or Baddie, from Celeste, because it is Madeline, or Maddie's, anxiety and inner demons. Just a fucking excellent idea. Brilliant villain. What's the best video game movie in your opinion? I mean, most of them are pretty bad, but it's got to be Street Fighter, the one from 1994, was it, with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue as Cammy. Other YouTubers who inspired you: Donkey, Nakey Jakey, Pewds, Mystic, Spawnwave, Scott the Woz, Beat 'em Ups. I guess you could say they all inspire me. What are you most excited about taking the channel forward? I'm just excited to keep doing what I'm doing, really. I'm just enjoying creating content. Like I said earlier though, when everything starts opening back up, I am excited to be able to get out and do other types of videos that I haven't been able to do whilst we've been in lockdown, you know, like going to gaming events and being able to like talk to people, interview people face to face, go on video game hauls out to cool retro shops and video game shops, things like that. So I guess that's what I'm looking forward to doing the most, but mostly just keep going, just keep doing what I'm doing. Please dress up and do the dance to Nya Arigato. Alright, I'm going to do one more. What would you say is the most challenging part of the creative process with YouTube, e.g. brainstorming ideas, motivation, or tech woes, etc.? Also, when can we get a drinks tutorial for those amazing beverages you create on stream? Well, I'm glad you asked. Marg Station. Tequila's going in. 4 shots of tequila. Shot of lime juice. Shot of sugar syrup, just to sweeten the pot. Right, now this is the bit where we shake and it all goes wrong. And then of course, coconut glass. And finally, finish it with some knockoff Sprite. So refresh. Such refresh. Editing is the most challenging part because it's just so time consuming. But if you enjoy it, it's fun. If you don't, I would save more money and get yourself an editor because it takes a lot of fucking time to edit videos. We made it! Happy birthday to Video Game Therapy. Thank you so much for being with me this year, our first year on YouTube. It means the world. And I'm just so excited to see where we are 12 months from now. And yeah, just thanks for the continued support. I really do appreciate you. The usuals, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.